Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy has taken personal control of the club's prolonged search for their new stadium's title sponsor. His decision comes after Spurs dispensed with the services of sponsorship specialists TRM, who helped Chelsea attract a £40 million a year shirt deal with Yokohama Tires. Levy, who has ruthlessly dumped sponsorship personnel who have failed to meet his highly ambitious targets in the past, reportedly wants £20 million per year for 20 years. He is determined to hold out for a brand he feels suits the club, telling the supporters trust the stadium will be known as the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium until a suitable sponsor is found. Levy added the stadium's financing is not reliant on striking a rights deal before it opens next season. A club spokesperson said TRM had not been retained as the live discussions currently being held with potential sponsors did not come through the agency. Puma are set to take over from Nike as kit sponsors of Premier League champions-elect Manchester City. Nike's City deal runs until the end of next season, but there is a precedent Puma can follow. Nike bought Adidas out of the remaining 6 years of their Chelsea contract in 2016. Manager Arsene Wenger may be a dead man walking, but that has not stopped investors backing Arsenal to record levels. Despite the uncertainty surrounding Wenger and the turmoil on the pitch, shares in the club traded at a record £31,000 this week. The financial boost comes despite the lack of boardroom representation. At Brighton last weekend, not a single board member bothered to travel the 70 miles from Arsenal to the south coast for the 2-1 defeat. Instead, the club were represented by Secretary David Miles, former board member Richard Carr and Ambassador Pat Rice. Twickenham will stage an extra game before the start of the autumn internationals to test the new £66 million-plus corporate hospitality facilities. The RFU have yet to decide what type of match it will be, but it will not be one that adds to the overloaded England player schedule. RFU war on members. The RFU will finally start a crackdown on the extravagant perks received by privileged members. For next Saturday's Six Nations game against Ireland, the entitled Blazers will be booted out of the Royal Box for the first time and seated elsewhere in Twickenham. The RFU had already announced they were reviewing the entire privilege setup to combat the ever-growing numbers, which are beginning to breach Twickenham health and safety rules. An RFU spokesperson said, "We have 296 seats in the Royal Box and more people entitled to sit there than we have seats, so on this occasion we have allocated some seats outside the box." Racetrack owners Arena Racing Company, whose race meetings are broadcast by the races, have added 4 independent racetracks to their Silk Series for women jockeys, yet all 4 courses have ATR Rivals Racing UK as their television partner. An ARC spokesperson said, "This is the one time where racing politics have not interfered with a great initiative." Rather than wait and argue his case around a table, Somerset chairman Andy Nash has resigned as an ECB director in protest over the test ground cash controversy in Gulfing County. Cricket. Nash said plans to compensate test venues up to £500,000 a year for not staging tests suggest a move to promote 8 counties as first among equals, but the plans have not yet been ratified. Meanwhile, the £2.5 million Hampshire are set to receive explains why County Chairman Rod Bransgrove was so sanguine about the venue allocation from 2020 to 2024, having said his life's ambition is to watch an Ashes test at their Aegis Bowl.